Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Miss Fighting Fiercely, and on this week's episode of Endo Eats, I have got another review for you. This time we are going to be looking at some of my favorite gluten-free pastas. So up on the battle this time, we've got Barilla gluten-free pasta, the rotini, and we're putting that up against Whole Foods 365 brand gluten-free spaghetti. So you guys know, love comfort food. I love different types of, all different types of pastas. My favorite is linguine, and Barilla does make a gluten-free linguine, but on my last shopping trip, they were all out. So I grabbed a little bit of rotini instead. Now, when I first started trying gluten-free pastas, the very first one I tried was Target's brand. Their, I think it's called Simple Organics or something like that. I can't think of the name of it, but I'll drop that in the comments and let you all know. And that was a corn and rice blend, and it was okay, but it definitely left that gritty, grainy corn, I guess, kind of aftertaste afterward. But it was okay. That one I give maybe a C plus, right? But then Barilla, even before I went gluten free, Barilla was my absolute favorite brand of pasta like ever. So I was too excited when I found out that they had a gluten free brand, and this brand is a corn and rice blend as well. So when I tried their linguine, other than the noodles being slightly smaller, in my opinion, than traditional linguine, it was kind of more like a spaghetti noodle. It absolutely did the trick for me. So I tried a couple of other, I think they have a gluten-free bow tie, and then this rotini. And so to me, out of all of the pasta brands that I have tried, this is closest to good old-fashioned whole wheat spaghetti. You don't cook it as long. Uh, but I think you cook it, let's see, 8 minutes, and I think regular al dente pasta is maybe like 9 to 11 minutes or something like that. Yeah, but it really doesn't taste any different. It binds to the sauces and the flavors and the herbs that you put in there perfectly. The one thing I did notice, and this is a good thing, is that it's lighter. Like, it has the density of a regular pasta, but I'm saying when you eat it, right, you don't feel as full or as bloated. It's not as heavy feeling when you eat it. So this is absolutely my top pick. But a couple weeks ago, went to the store, they were all out, and I actually wanted like a spaghetti or a linguine. I was wanting to make a gluten-free pad thai. And I saw in a recipe a while back that you can kind of swap out gluten-free spaghetti noodles or regular pasta noodles for like traditional rice pad thai noodles. And again, this is the 365 Whole Foods brand. This is also a corn and rice blend. And I've got to say, this is made with brown rice flour, yellow corn flour, and white corn flour. This one, the Barilla, is just says corn flour and rice flour. And just now realizing it might be the combination of the brown rice flour with both the yellow and white corn. I'm not sure, but this was actually pretty good too. I was surprised with this. This took to the flavors of the pad thai very well. And again, only because I can be greedy and I just prefer a thicker pasta. That would probably be the only down thing I would have to say about this. But I was very pleased with the way it held to the flavors. It didn't dry out. It didn't get sticky, which sometimes traditional pad thai noodles can do. And this is 12 ounces, and they're both 12 ounces. I like this packaging better, obviously more environmentally friendly. It's not this big box. And this is made from recycled particles. This is vegan, gluten-free, low-fat, and sodium-free is what this brand touts. And so honestly, I would say, I give it not quite a tie, but they're pretty close. They're pretty neck and neck for me. If there was anything that would maybe edge this out, I would just say, again, it's just a thinner noodle, and I like a thicker noodle. But if you're wanting a spaghetti, a pasta, a linguine, I would absolutely go with this one. If there's one thing that would edge this out, it would be price. I think this was like a $1.25 or something like this. And with the Barilla, depending on where I see it, I've seen it as low as like $1.15 on sale in Target, but I've also seen it in some stores like $3.85, $4.15. So it just depends on where you go. But in terms of taste and texture, I would give these pretty much a tie. I would say that these would be like a strong B plus or A minus. It just depends on if you're in the mood for this type of a noodle, or if you want a spaghetti noodle or a traditional pasta noodle. But yeah, these were pretty neck and neck for me, guys. I pretty much like them both. So I would just say go according to your budget and your taste buds. Again, if anyone had a slight advantage, it would be this because it was slightly less expensive. But yeah, so that's my vote for my pastas. Barilla, I think, is always going to be my favorite, but I would pick up the Whole Foods brand in a heartbeat if Barilla was not available or if Barilla was not on sale. I would absolutely use that for a great substitute, and it is very filling, and you feel satisfied after eating it, but you don't feel all stuffed and bloated and full and heavy and stuff. So that's it, you guys, for this episode of Endo Eats. What do you think? What's your favorite gluten-free brand of pasta? I wanted to add the Banza, the chickpea pasta, but I wasn't able to find it. So maybe I'll come back once I've tried that and let you guys know how it compares to this. But drop down in the comments, let me know what you thought about this video. Do you want to see more of this? If you want a specific food that you want me to review, or two brands to battle up against each other for the Endo Eats recommendation, let me know. And as always, be sure to like this video, share it, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, because you know YouTube is all about that thumbs up. And I hope that you guys, it's always my goal to educate, enlighten, and empower you. Hope you've enjoyed me bringing you some nice, tasty, endo-friendly um, eating options. So yeah, like, tell a friend, share a friend. I love to get those subscriber numbers up. Be sure you can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And yeah, so I'm gonna make my grocery list and see what other foods I can find to review for you guys. And hopefully next week I'll have something new and exciting for you. So until then, eat well and be well.